Hello viewers, welcome to United We Watch. In this episode, we're going to see our opinion on the movie Fan. I personally felt by far this was one of the best performances that I've seen from Shah Rukh, and how much detail he's gone into, and they have literally sketched out and portrayed both these characters very detailedly, and I really like that kind of effort and the kind of importance that they gave to that. The one thing that I liked with this movie was there was a message, but then I think it was more thought-provoking rather than an outright message which is right at your face. I think it's more inducing, where the makers give you everything and then leave it to you to actually think and decide what you want to do. We know that there are die-hard fans out there who can be as crazy as the character that they portray in the movie, and the consequences of being only a fan and not leading one's life on his own. I think that was well portrayed, and I think it really would create a thought within every fan of every star, in fact. So I think leaving it over there and letting the audience decide for themselves is something that was marvelous. In a way, it's much better than actually giving an outright message. And I think the next credit has to go definitely to the art, the lighting, and the makeup artists. I think all of them have done phenomenally well. Particularly, I think the indoor shots, the caravan shots, the shots on the streets, the shots on broad daylight, night. I think the color tone and the lighting was very natural. It didn't look filmy at all, which is very important for a story like this and a script like this. The next thing is the makeup artist. I think they've done a phenomenal job in making both the Shah Rukh look very similar and very different at the same time. There are minute details that they've gone into. I'm not going to go into details of whether this was digitally created or manually made up, but then what's more important is that the end result was clean and clear, and I don't think it looked artificial at any place. When you talk about the Gaurav character, the way Shah Rukh actually emotes through his eyes, that's something that's phenomenal. It really shows how much he's matured as an actor, and a lot of them out there think that he can only show his stardom and he's not more of a performance-oriented actor, but I think he shattered all that with this performance of his. And again, I think it was a bold move to stick to the story, and they wouldn't be going with a female lead. The screenplay was tight. The cast, I think everyone did their role well and realistic. I particularly liked the dialogues because there were a lot of sarcasm, there was a lot of soul in every word that was used in this movie. I think that was very obvious for even a non-Hindi speaking audience. There were a few things that I felt could have been better with this movie. I think the first thing being, although a certain part of the movie was very realistic and very convincing, but then I think towards the end it became too filmy and too draggy at the same time. The makers could have decided to actually take off things that were not diluting the story and the intensity of the script. So I think if that was handled better, and if the fights could have been much more real as how it would happen in real life, and if certain logic myths could have been handled, it would have really done justice to the script, and this movie could have been received differently by the audience. So apart from that, I think Fan is a fabulous movie. It actually stages a lot of performance, a lot of scope for thinking, a lot of entertainment as well. So I think at the end, Fan was an amazing movie. It was a breather in, among all the commercial movies that are coming nowadays. So this was a more script oriented and a performance oriented movie, which could have been a little better with all the points that I said before, but otherwise I think it's a fabulous movie, and we're really expecting Shah Rukh to come back with more and more such movies so that we as fans can be entertained and also take a message back home. If you feel your opinion and our opinion resonate, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to United We Watch. Until we meet again, this is Uday Senin.